This one's
Okay,
yours.
that's great.
This one's his if you wish it.
Ooh, we even got a like metal straw.
Yeah, cheers guys. Only the best in Brooklyn.
I just sprayed it all over me.
Oh.
It seems like a nice neighborhood.
It's a really nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
I used to live 2 blocks that way, and this block actually won the 2018 best like gardening block.
Oh!
So I knew it was like the right place
like,
for me.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not moving too far away.
Yeah,
I want to be in on that.
Yeah.
I want to be where the winners are.
Yeah. So I got to make friends with the neighbors.
Yeah.
They look forward to me bringing the plants outside every spring and summer.
Oh, that's fun. And you trust your neighbors. Like nobody comes and like fiddles with them.
I zip tie my plants.
Yeah.
They're really, really into the plants. Like if
Yeah.
you walk down the block, there's sunflowers, hydrangeas.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, and I like to provide my own little
You get some of the tropicals and
Yeah.
push those out the door.
Got the tropicals, got my pitcher plants out there.
Yeah, very
they're
nice.
always like intrigued with like what stuff I'm gonna bring outside every year.
Yeah.
I was working a job that I really, really hated because I was surrounded by screens, computers. Like this is so just taxing on my soul.
Yeah.
So I decided, you know what? I want to wake up and I want to look at something beautiful every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a plant. I went to the Sill in the Lower East Side. I got a 4-inch pothos, a simple terracotta pot,
Yep.
nothing fancy.
Yep.
Took my computer, stashed it in the closet, put the plant on the table, and every time I woke up, I would see this plant and I would fall in love with it.
Oh, that's so good.
So one plant led to another, led to another. So the first plant that started it all is actually my pothos right here.
Right there. So you still have your first
I
one.
still have my first plant, literally in a 4-inch pot. Now it lives in an 8-inch pot,
Yeah,
and I have not
nice.
repotted this for years.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Which is fine. I rather just water it maybe twice a week during
well,
the
you
hot
have
weeks.
the height for it here. It's such a beautiful arch, right?
As nerdy as it may sound, I was at my bed and I wished, I was like, please make sure that my next apartment has a beautiful archway with at least southern or western facing windows,
Right.
because that's what my plants expect.
Yeah.
And so the next day I found this listing and I was like, wait a minute, that's 2 blocks away?
And this is Western exposure.
Western exposure,
That's
and
great.
then this side window is south, and
Oh,
that
wow.
is north.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it was buttressed with 2 windows.
It's like a trifecta.
Oh my god! And you have a little Parthenocissus climbing up here, a little Virginia creeper.
Yeah. I love my Virginia creeper.
Yeah.
I really embrace that outside, which we'll see in a bit.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it's not like there's some creepy guy from Virginia outside looking in the window. It's just called,
that's the
it's just
plant's
called
name.
the Virginia creeper.
Virginia creeper. I love that you knew.
You're
I love
like-
that you knew it.
You're like, oh, there's a Virginia creeper right outside my southern window. Don't worry, he's there all the time.
They had showings. I was the first one in here, and I said, I saw these archways. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Put down my deposit right there and then.
Right? So no, but you like blockaded everybody else from
Nope.
even potentially.
This archway is mine.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's great that you envisioned it and it came to be.
Yeah.
Is this a hybrid? Or?
This is a hybrid, but it's also known as a Miranda, known for its really, really large pitchers. So this has been hybridized specifically to grow gargantuan pitchers.
And do you take it outside at all? or
A lot of my Nepenthes are outside, which
Okay.
we'll see in a second.
do you trust your neighbors? Like nobody comes and like fiddles with them.
I zip tie my plants.
You do.
I do.
Okay.
So I have had experiences where people steal my plants.
I was gonna say even just kind of clippings or cuttings.
Yeah.
They do it on like they're not my plants, but on a street next door, they always have signs like "Do not touch the plants." But you just zip tie them.
I zip tied. Well, the first year, I'm fine with like prop lifting or someone cutting it
Yeah,
off. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, you just wanted the plant.
Right.
But I've had people straight up steal, take the whole terracotta pot
Do you
and
think
all.
they think they probably don't? I was like, do you think it's innocent? Like they think like, oh, somebody tossed this onto the street. No, because there's a point of view of them out there.
It's so curated.
Yeah.
But I think the most offensive steal that I've ever gotten was an aloe that I bought for $5.
Oh wow!
I'm like, out of these beautiful
out of all
plants,
the ones you wanted the most mundane.
that was an insult to me. I'm like, get some taste.
Hey, maybe the person had a sunburn.
So yeah, I zip tie my plants now. And I also zip tie them together too.
Yeah.
So if someone takes one of them, you have to drag all of them together.
Right,
And
okay.
so far, all good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody's gonna bring snips next time.
No one's gonna bring snips. So this is one of my favorite ferns. This is a cotton candy fern.
I feel like I've seen this in Singapore growing next to like some water.
It's a thirsty one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at the texture.
It's so nice.
Wow. So how do you water this? From the bottom up? Or?
From the bottom, I usually
Yeah.
get a bowl. I top water, and then it feeds from the bottom. I like to call it versatile watering.
Yeah.
So I'm top and bottoming the
yeah.
plant. But this one's a thirsty one. It could be repotted, but I just love how it kind of trails over the nursery pot.
Yeah, I like how it's almost like a moss. Like it seems like whatever you put it on, it will take the shape of, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So this is a beautiful ethereal one.
I kind of think I remember seeing this on Jamie's house tour in Singapore. I don't know.
Ooh, I watched that one.
On his balcony. For some reason, that reminds me of that. But that was a while ago.
Yeah, this is a nice one. Another fun favorite is this calathea right here, Calathea macoyana. This is my first calathea, actually.
I love how they move in and out, and then this is like stained glass against the light, isn't it?
And there's a surprise in here. It's flowering.
Oh wow! Look at that.
So I remember when I first got into calatheas, I'm not sure if it was one of your videos. And
Yeah.
You said that it was pretty tough to have a calathea flower indoors.
Yeah. So that is really amazing.
Yeah. Also, part of my journey was watching your videes.
Oh, that's so
like
sweet.
you were. I joked around with my friends of like, mother is coming to my house. Because I used to like part of when I was goofing off at work at my desk job. What would make me happy is to watch plants.
Yeah.
And so part of that joy is watching some of your videos.
Oh,
wow,
that's so
look at this.
sweet.
This is so cool.
Yeah, well, that's really nice that you found like a balance, like with something that wasn't really bringing you joy, and then whether you watch the videos and you were like, you got into a plant, you really liked it, and then you just went down into that little rabbit hole, and then you found like, this actually brings me joy, just even having it, because I felt the same way, you know, moving to the city and like having that lack of nature, and I was like, the only way I felt like I could bring it in was bringing it indoors and just having that connection again. It kind of reminded me to like go outside, enjoy, get some vitamin D, you know, enjoy the plants outside too, but brought that curiosity on the inside. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's really important, especially in places like this.
Especially like noticing the plants growing outside too.
Yeah.
So whenever I take a walk, I always know different plants that grow.
That is a crazy begonia, by the way. What is that?
So this is a begonia red Fred.
Oh, wow. It's huge.
It's been hybridized. I think one of its parents is the beefsteak begonia.
Yes, okay.
So
with the dark green leaves and the deep red underneath,
Exactly. So this one has been hybridized for gargantuan size. And I'll just...
Do you ever cut it back, or
I do.
Does it need to be cut back?
Oh, yeah. Because this rhizome here will just crawl all over the place.
Right.
So once it starts kind of overtaking or kind of flopping over, that's when I make the call to do the cut.
Got it.
And what's funny is that I've made this cut so many times, but every time I do it, I'm like, oh,
it's excruciating.
No, yeah, because it's so big.
So did you seek some of these plants out? Like you see it and you're like, wow, that's something that I have to have? Or did you just happen to see it in a store?
This one I've had on my wish list for a while.
Okay.
Just because I am obsessed with odd looking plants, but also big.
Yeah.
Big and odd is two of my favorite adjectives. So this has been on my wish list for a while, and then I saw it in store in a tiny little 4-inch pot, and I went, oh, I know the potential of that one.
Right.
I know exactly what to do with that one.
Right.
So I potted it up. I made sure that the pot was more horizontal than deep. And I fed it a good nitrogen-based fertilizer. So that's the key.
Does it flower for you, or the flowers like kind of relatively insignificant compared to the leaf?
Pretty insignificant.
Yeah.
It's like the little tiny flowers. But what's beautiful about this one is that the cluster is small and pink.
Oh, that's nice.
So even though
Yeah.
it's insignificant, there is a gentle beauty to it.
Yeah.
Which I think is very, very nice against these like really big, masculine, beefy leaves.
Really, and it almost had like that's almost like a squamiferum kind of petiole, and then it also has like the hairs underneath along the leaf veins, which is a really nice touch.
Oh yeah, the hairs.
Oh, you have
Plants.
one of the ones with the fenestrations.
Yeah.
I can't think of the genus name.
I know the common name
Yeah.
is Madagascar lace plant.
Yes, okay.
But
yeah.
I forgot the scientific term for it.
Yeah, the fenestration. It's like one of the few underwater fenestrations, and it fenestrates similar to like a monstera.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
So this usually grows in very, very cold and aggressive water. So it developed those fenestrations so it doesn't get pulled out of the water. But it is pleasantly living in this little jar.
I love it.
I got this as a bulb in 2021.
Yeah.
I used to manage a plant shop, and one of the customers, I would doctor her plants, and we built up such a great relationship that they were just like, hey, I have this little bulb of magic. Would you
Yeah.
like it? And I went, of course. So we put the bulb in a jar, and it grew into this.
Oh my God, that's so great. Do you change the water frequently or
I
not
don't.
so much? Okay.
So inside of this jar is a little snail. And
So he clears it out.
he clears it up.
Yeah.
It's a symbiotic relationship. I have never changed this water.
It's the world's loneliest snail.
It's okay. He has me.
And lots of food.
Lots of food.
Yeah.
Lots of food. He is a well-fed snail. Another fun thing.
So that looks also like a Nepenthe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a Nepenthes St. Gaia. I had this live outside for the beginning of the summer, but rats ate it.
Oh no.
It like dragged it across my garden.
Oh my God.
This is an act of war. But because I'm crafty, I'm like, no. Shame on you, Mr. Rat. I know what to do. So I decided to water propagate this.
Yeah.
Now, originally, I usually do moss propagations for Nepenthes.
Right.
But for this instance, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try water.
Just give it a shot, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it took off. And what's interesting is that it actually started growing leaves underwater.
So it's like, yeah, it's like little baby leaves coming off, and no less in a wine glass.
Oh, cheers. Also, I ran out of jars, so I just used a wine glass. But yeah, just like little things like this always makes me wonder.
Yeah. I'm sure it could actually subsist like that for quite some time as well, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A hydroponic Nepenthes.
Yeah.
That'd be so
Yeah.
badass.
Are you constantly like shifting what plants get into the window, or do you kind of keep it as is for a little while?
I shift it around just because I see plants as a form of living art. So depending on the mood, also depending on the plants,
Yeah.
like sometimes they're a little sad. I'm like, you know what, maybe you go outside for a little bit, we'll do a
Right.
switcheroo. So the space is always changing. Another thing with the space too is that it changes within the seasons. So this is my summer setup.
Yeah.
Fall will be another setup. Winter will be another setup.
Well, you have to probably bring a lot of that back in, right?
my gosh.
So you might not have much floor space after
No,
a
that's
while.
definitely like where the Instagrammable pictures come in.
Yeah.
When it's like a full house of plants.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's
You're
so
like
crazy.
so impractical, but this is what has to happen this season. Yeah.
Yep. So this is a elephant staghorn.
And there's a couple growing.
Yep.
You see.
All
Nice.
around there. So I got this as a tiny little staghorn fern. And what's funny is that when everyone saw it, they were like, "Oh, that's just like a regular staghorn." I'm
Yeah.
like, "No.
It's a little different.
This is the elephant one."
Yeah. Now, do you submerge it? Do you soak it? Do you spray it? Do you put it outside when it's raining out? What do you?
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Put it outside when it's raining. I'm gonna put that in.
Although the rain has been a little torrential.
It's a little much this summer.
Yeah.
What I do, if I do have the time, I have this big salad bowl.
Yeah.
I fill it up with water, and I just face plant it like that.
Oh, wow, okay, cool.
But if I'm feeling super lazy, I just put it underneath my sink and just let the water run.
Yeah, okay.
And then when I pick it up, it feels heavy. That's when I know I did a good job.
Got it, yeah.
But I think this one, I kind of want to put it on another mount just because I want to see how big it gets. And if I do that, I'm going to put it outside.
Yeah.
Just so it gets those really, really
Oh,
floppy
yeah.
ears.
I mean, you know, when we go to places like Florida and you see these like massive ones hanging from like a ball, you're just like, if that ever fell on somebody, they do get so massive.
Oh,
And with a
man.
name like Elephant, you know, it's gonna be
It's gonna be huge.
it's gonna be big. And you got some Hoyas as well.
Yes.
Is this just a pubicalyx?
Just a pubic calyx.
Yeah?
Yep, this was my first Hoya that I got. It took me a while to get into Hoyas, just because I'm like, oh, are they kind of slow growing? I'm not
Yeah.
really sure.
Right.
But when I was at the store, I saw this one, and I went, oh, I really love this one.
Was it the silver flecking, or what was it about it?
It was the instinct. Sometimes when you're plant shopping, it could be the simplest plant there is, but when you build that connection with that one plant, the bond is made.
Yeah.
So in like a sea of maybe 8 different Hoya pubicalyxes,
Yeah.
that one, I was like, you're coming home with me.
That's great. You had a feeling for it, and it fit into the place that you wanted it to fit. So
I also love that it's kind of growing into the ceiling lights.
it's true. Yeah.
Which I think is kind of fun up there.
And eventually it'll probably start to leaf from up there as
Oh.
well. And then you have an abovada right here.
Yeah. So this one is a fun one. This one was one of my wish list Hoyas. I was like, hell yeah. Again, another plant that I got when it was a lot smaller. But now,
When you were a lot smaller, or they were a lot smaller?
I guess they.
After I started working out.
When I was a little, skinny plant dad. But no, the plants.
But now I'm a big plant
Now
dad.
I'm a big plant dad. Now I carry a bunch of plants. But this one's cool. It got so long that I had to wind it around.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Let me
really
see if I
nice.
could.
Don't break it.
Oh,
Don't
I know.
break it.
You know, maybe.
You're gonna be getting out another wine glass.
Yeah, maybe we'll just keep this like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
But
yeah.
know that there's a lot of
Tendriling,
coils,
yes.
tendriling, yeah. And I think there's a wire in there too, because I think I saw like someone like wire their avocado in a circle, and I was like, oh, that's a fun idea.
It looks. Is this a peduncle? No, that's not a peduncle. I thought it was a peduncle.
Oh.
Like right now, all of my Hoyas are flowering. It's like they coincided. They're not even all the same species, and they all decided to flower just like within the last couple weeks. And so I was like, looking, I'm like, you're just flowering yet? Not quite yet.
Do you like the Hoya flower smells?
Well, the ones that I've had have been pretty fine.
They're
You know,
pretty
they're
good.
powdery. You know,
They
a
are
lot of a
powdery,
little
yeah.
powdery. So it depends on like the time you walk in, and you're like, what's that? Is somebody using baby powder?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know what I like about them? Most of them have a really sugary substance. So one of the ones that I had would like these bright purple flowers, which were lovely, but they were kind of pointed down, so you didn't get a chance to like really enjoy them. But they had these sugar droplets coming off, and I was like, oh, I don't want this to get on the wood countertop, so I just
Yeah.
like licked it.
Did it taste
They're
good?
oh, yeah. Tastes like sugar.
This one bloomed for me, not yet this year. It always blooms for me once a year, and I love the blooms on this one because they're so big.
They're big, yeah.
They're giant clusters. I had my string bean Hoya flower this year for the
nice.
first time. It's in my bedroom.
Okay.
That one didn't smell so good.
Oh, really? What did it smell like?
Grandma.
Oh, no.
It's like that old floral smell.
Yeah.
I remember walking in here, I'm like, oh man, I should throw out that bouquet. Like, wait a minute, it's the Hoya.
Oh, boy.
This is a Monstera Burl Marks Flame. So this is gonna be one of those kind of like passion grows.
Right. It almost looked anthurium-like for a minute
does.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. A Marimo moss ball in a shot glass. I have the big mom over in the kitchen.
You're
But
not
this-
going to have any drinking glasses left. You're like, I gave it up. I gave it up for my plants.
I think the last 2 iced teas were the only empty ones.
And it looks like you have more prayer plants back there as well.
Yes.
So you didn't set with just one.
No. It became an obsession, especially because everyone's like, oh, these are just like so hard to take care of.
I like when they move. It's so peaceful at night seeing them like move up.
Yep. It is very, very satisfying to
Yeah.
see them. This is my Stromanthe Triostar.
Yes.
I've had this for a while too. Definitely needs a repot, but you know what? I just water it when it needs to. This is a fun one. This is another interesting case of Calatheas. So they're
Oh, wow.
oh wow!
Like, it was like,
oh my gosh, this is so new!
It's like, wait, but this is like 2 in 1.
Yes. So this has a funny story. So there was oh wait, no, there's 3 in 1.
Oh,
I knew there was a
wow.
third one.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. This has an interesting story. So 2020 during the lockdown, there was that huge houseplant boom.
Yes, huge.
So this, hard to imagine, this space even had more plants during that time.
Okay.
And I remember running out of space. I'm like, what do I do? So for this specific case, I combined 3 Calatheas together into 1 pot.
That makes a lot of sense though, because they need really like just about identical care.
Yeah.
So
and
why
like
not?
how they grow natively is all like clustered next to each other.
Yeah,
How
look
huge
at
is
that.
this?
Well, it was hiding behind all the other leaves.
Was. She knew you were here. She's like, I'm gonna come out.
I'm gonna unfurl.
I'm gonna unfurl.
Part of what I love about the houseplants is that we could combine all of these different plants that come from Indonesia and, Central South America or, Madagascar, and you could have it all in one.
Together, yeah. This is a Shangri-La pothos.
Oh yeah, that's right. They started coming out with some new cultivars. Look how thick the leaves are and the texture. Wow, it's unbelievable. It's very rubbery.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like really dimply too.
Yep. And then this is just also an enjoy.
Enjoy,
It's
yep.
just like a really nice shape right there at this moment in time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love when it kind of reaches out a little bit, a nice romantic gesture.
It has a really nice variegation too, because sometimes the variegation on the leaves is, for me, it leaves much to be desired, but I actually really like the variegation on the Enjoy. It looks like it's meant to be there.
Yeah, it's more pronounced rather than kind of speckled and fading.
Yeah, exactly. Or as opposed to be I'm a virus. No, this is meant to be.
Yeah, the mosaic virus.
Yeah.
There have been times where I'm like, is this variegated or is this a virus?
Or did they just put this under an X-ray machine?
Oh, yeah. Or just nuke it with grow lights.
Exactly. And then a ZZ Raven as well.
ZZ Raven, yes. So this I got when it was back in the day when it was that crazy time.
Expensive.
I paid $90 for this. And I'm so mad when I go to plant stores now.
No, you know what though? It's well worth it because I left town for 2-3 months. It's one of the stalwarts that didn't even miss me while I was gone. It looked just as good. So, I have to say, $90 probably well spent. Yeah, we all have stories of those plants that we bought when it was far too pricey, and then it went into tissue culture, or then it became way more common, and now you're like, what? You're $9.99?
How? At Trader Joe's of all places or something.
Well, you have a Victorian plant right here at Aspidistra.
Oh yes,
right?
yes.
So that's a common Victorian plant. It's it's kind of, I don't see it much on houseplant tours, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
no.
so easy.
I feel like it's just kind of fallen out of favor for whatever reason, but they have the Milky Way versions. Which
Yeah. I saw the Milky Way one. I didn't really like it. Again, it's one of those things that I'm like, is this a pest on it?
Yeah.
Or what?
It's because it's more speckled.
Yeah. This is a mistletoe ripsalis.
Yeah, that's really nice. I really got into ripsalises. I think they're just really understated and underrepresented houseplants.
Yeah, underappreciated too.
Yeah, definitely. I like to fit them in between things because they have such a different form in among all the big leaves. It's kind of nice to have that diversity.
Yeah. And they could adapt to different lighting settings.
Totally. I have ones that are right in the window, and they just have a little less chlorophyll, and they seem to be a bit more Aurea colored this. I love that you have your little magnifying lens.
Oh yeah. I take this for house calls sometimes because I'm like, is that a mealybug or is that just perlite? Most of the time it's perlite.
Yeah.
So let's go to my bag experiment.
Oh yeah, okay. Tell me about this.
I'm a bit of a geek.
Okay.
And whenever I go to work, I like to have like kind of my superhero outfit. So I turn this on. It's a girl, like during the summertime, during the wintertime, these
Look
actually
at his
are.
outfit in the back with like these.
So when I do my like plant doctoring house calls, this is like the outfit.
The onesie that
the
you...
ones, the jumpsuit, and then I have my like bag and my like tool belts and stuff.
I like how it says bag, comma, equipment.
I think for about 2 years, I've been to this idea of growing plants in bags.
For like humidity, basically.
Yep.
But saving on space, and you could like hang it in a closet, essentially.
Exactly. So it's kind of like a weird fascination of just like shopping for things.
I'm surprised it's not like color-coded. Color-coded hangers.
Don't give me ideas, Summer. But yeah, it's. I love terrarium building. I think it's really, really fun. But because terrariums take up so much space, I'm like, what if I just put them in bags? So these have been kind of my experiments of how far to push things. And
I love that you're doing that. You know, just to try something different. What have you learned from these experiments?
so what I've learned is that a lot of these plants can kind of coexist with each other in the same bag. So this one we have an air plant. This is like the first time I could keep an air plant alive.
Oh, wow,
which is like
yeah.
inside the bag. So like the fact that all of these can coexist inside the same bag and also keep
And it's just sphagnum? Like, do you just put sphagnum in there? Or is
This-
like, what's the base?
This one is, I think I found some aquarium gravel.
Yeah.
And then some sphagnum on top.
Huh, that's
and just throw
interesting.
it inside right there.
Yeah.
This one is an interesting one. So this was rainbow moss. And I just wanted to push the boundaries to see how long it can live in this bag. So some definitely have kind of expired, but there's some that still has some life to it.
Yeah.
And this has been in here since November 2024.
Interesting.
Peperomia.
A little
Hope.
pep, yeah.
And this one I wanted to.
And this is a chunkier mix.
Yep, super,
Yeah.
super chunky. This medium, I decided to do clay pebbles and some orchid bark just to see if I could kind of replicate its environment of being that kind of rocky.
So how
substrate.
often do you have the light on?
So usually I have the light on for about 12 hours max.
Okay, got it.
So-
Well, look at that. And it will be interesting to see too when you take them out, if you were to put them elsewhere, with the reduction of humidity potentially, or if you had put them outside, like how they would transition.
How they would adapt,
Yeah.
But I'm also entertained of the idea of having them live in bags for just like the whole duration.
Right.
Just curious, like kind of pushing the boundaries, seeing like what we can do in a bag.
Right. I also love that you have your like your work outfit, like you've you know, like Batmaned it up.
Yes.
Like it has its own like distinct place.
Yeah, yeah.
I just imagine you like flicking your fingers and it's on.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law.
As you'll see in my bedroom, I love superheroes.
Okay.
So I kind of became the plant superhero that I always.
Are you going to
dreamed of.
PlantCon?
I am going
Okay.
to PlantCon. And I heard Selma's a keynote speaker
It's like
there.
the best between like, it's the best between Comic-Con and PlantCon meshed into one.
Nerds unite.
Yes, I'll be keynoting there, yes.
So this is my bedroom. Not as crazy as the living room, but
Hey.
when winter hits, this is where all my outdoor plants come in.
Oh, I
So
see.
that's when it becomes
Okay.
a crazy, mad botanist lab.
Right, well you have a little bit more floor space here.
So right here are the majority of my carnivorous plants.
So how did you get into carnivorous plants? Just because they're so wacky and wild, or?
There's a mysteriousness about them and also a sexiness about them. There's something very, very alluring about carnivorous plants. And I really, really like that because it's just, no matter what, you're always intrigued to look inside,
Right.
kind of play with it.
Do you like bad boys?
You know, I'm not gonna answer that question, but maybe.
I mean, I know Freud here, but
You know, I like them a little, you know, a little
just a little bit,
Just a little bit,
just
just
a little edge.
yeah, they're kind of the freaks of the
Yeah.
plant world.
Yeah.
A little misunderstood. But you know what? Kids love them. This is me justifying the bad boys.
Yeah.
All right. So these ones also get nuked. 12 hours, 8 hours if I'm really feeling it. I'm like, I need to go to bed.
Right.
But I always time it early on in the day. That way when I get back home from work,
You could actually turn it off and not feel guilty.
exactly. And
Yep.
also the neighbors won't see me too. Because sometimes these get pretty bright and everyone can see my business. Which is part of Brooklyn living when you
Yeah,
when
it's
you have
true.
grow
Like,
lights.
wait, do you have shades? Oh, you do.
I do have shades, yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
like when it's an overcast day,
Yeah.
I put the shades down, these lights are on, and
Yeah.
I honestly think that these lights feed those plants up there too.
Yeah, you could probably get a little. My ZZs are pretty deep into my house, and they seem to not thrive, but they're there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They're
They're-
not growing like crazy, but.
They're just chill.
Is this a Microsorm thailandicum?
Yes, the oil fern.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I think it's, last time I checked, it was sporing. You see any remnants?
Oh yeah, right here on this one.
yeah.
Look at that.
The
And,
spores are
and if you
missing.
get this in the right kind of light, it will have that really pretty iridescent blue. But
It's probably getting too much light. That's
yeah,
why
it's probably
not-
getting just great light right here. You need to
Full of that.
starve it a little
I know,
bit of its
starve
light.
it. This one's a funny one.
This
So-
is like the butterwort plants.
butterwort.
Yeah.
In a vinyl drip tray.
Oh my goodness.
So I got this butterwort literally when it was a shrivelly little thing, and someone was gonna throw it away, and I went, you know what? Let's do an experiment.
Yeah.
So I put the butterwort in some sphagnum moss and just like put a cloche on it, leave it alone. After a few weeks, I'm like, I wonder how that butterwort's doing. I looked at it, and literally new leaves in the middle. And I
Wow.
went, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I just kind of followed suit of how it originally was and just kept growing it and growing it and growing it.
Yeah.
But I loved this idea of just reusing a vinyl tray as a planter. And so the original butterwort had babies. So these are all the
So it's
babies.
all the offsets of the same butterwort. This is crazy though. This leaf almost looks a little different than that leaf.
Yeah, like this one's a little bit more like slimier looking. This
and
one's more.
And it's also rounded, you know what I mean? It kind of has almost a different shape, although this one is a little bit similar, but yeah, it's cool. This is like a little bit more lanceolate. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
Now, do you ever get any fungus gnats or anything with all these plants that like a little bit more moisture?
Surprisingly, not too crazy.
That's pretty good. I mean, that was like the number one pest people had always mentioned, and I thought it was always stemmed from maybe watering too much because they
Yeah.
like that moist environment. But this is great to see. Like, there's I see no fungus gnats
no
here.
fungus gnats.
Yep.
Usually the carnivorous plants will handle it too.
Yeah,
but-
that's true too. Like if there was fungus gnats, you'd see them
Oh,
all on there.
There have been times
There's
when
like a couple. Like
There's
you
a-
could see maybe
yeah,
like
yeah.
one or two.
there have been some months where it's been nasty, like covered.
Accidentally leave your window open and the mosquitoes
Yep,
come
just
in,
like
yeah.
a crack of it.
Yeah.
And like it's oddly satisfying to see. I'm like, that's disgusting. But I'm like, hell yeah.
You gotta feed them, you gotta feed them somehow.
Another interesting case is this sundew right here. So I had this original sundew. This was the mother for about 3 years. Perfect conditions. It's been feeding. All of a sudden, this past year, the mother started dying out.
And that's when the ambulance started to come. You could have timed that
Oh,
perfectly.
I could have. The mother died out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm not going to give up on this because it's been in ideal conditions.
Yeah.
I think this might be part of its process.
That's interesting. So it maybe like an agave flower, it flowers and then it starts to pop or offset.
It did
I don't-
flower.
Yeah, I don't
It did
know
flower.
enough about sundews, but that to me reads that it's part of its life cycle.
Yep. And then we have a bunch of
Little
babies.
triplets.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. Way more than that. Quadruplets.
Quadruplets,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's going to be fun to grow again. But I couldn't cut off the mother
The
just
mom,
yet.
yeah.
So what if something's going on there?
That's so cool because those are like really unusual plants for like houseplant, typical houseplant people to grow. Yeah, and to just observe that.
So this is forgot the variety of trumpet pitcher this was. But this was a gift from someone last Halloween of all things to bring me. This really, really cool hybrid trumpet pitcher plant. And what was interesting about it was it originally had scale on it.
Oh.
And I'm like, a carnivorous plant with a pest problem?
Yeah, that
Oh
is
my
pretty
God.
interesting. Although it's like more sessile and like could probably get away with just sitting on the base of it,
Yep. It was still alive. It wasn't struggling, but
Yeah.
just because I didn't want it to infect other plants,
Right.
what I did was a kind of a cloche situation. And then I fed it a systemic insecticide.
Okay.
So it became toxic.
Oh,
and then
interesting.
Eventually, the scale dropped off.
Wow. So you see it like just dropped off. It couldn't hang on anymore and
Nope,
just
it
wow.
like melted back down.
Wow.
This is another trumpet pitcher plant variety. It definitely is outgrowing this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I love the little hairs inside.
Yeah. So do you ever like take the cloche off just to kind of air it out,
To
or
air
what's
it out, yeah,
mhm.
definitely, from time to time.
So this one you said was what flowered
Yes.
the other day.
The string bean Hoya.
Yes.
That one was flowering for sure. And it did have that sticky sap that you were talking about.
Right.
But the smell,
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to lick that grandma plant.
I'm definitely not gonna lick grandma. This was,
So who's your favorite superhero?
oh, it's a tie between poison ivy.
Oh gosh, it was so traditional, such a traditional plant person.
And Storm.
Storm, which
Right there.
Okay,
But I do have a crush on Wolverine.
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. But Poison Ivy and Storm are my go-to girls.
See, I liked Rogue when I watched X-Men.
I
right
love
there.
Rogue too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was badass.
she made the tattoo cut.
She did make the tattoo cut.
When I went to Comic-Con, I was Harley Quinn. Before the movies started, but I was the old school Harley Quinn.
Oh, with the yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Mr. J.
old school. The one fully clad, not the one with the tits up to here.
Yeah. Didn't like Harley and Poison have a thing for each other?
They did, yeah. They were like secret lovers or something. Anyway, sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. I could talk about superheroes all day.
Back to the Hoya.
Yeah, so this is a Hoya compacta, Hoya Hindu rope. This one had a bad infestation of.
Mealybugs?
Yep, you
yes,
got it.
Mine did too.
Damn it! So,
And they're so hard to get out of those little
the
cracks
little
and crevices. Yeah.
So this one's in recovery. So not only is this my carnivorous shelf, this is also my
recovery shelf.
recovery
Everyone
shelf.
has one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's in there, but we'll just.
I think you probably wrapped this up so you're like,
So it doesn't
don't touch.
Exactly. Yeah, that. But I won the battle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I kind of put it in a bag.
Okay, so your bag trick.
The bag.
Yeah.
The bag trick.
Yeah.
I sprayed it with alcohol, and then I also fed it that systemic insecticide.
Yeah.
And then I bagged it up.
What systemic insecticide do you use? Because that is something that a lot of folks use with scale.
Yes.
Because when I go to botanic gardens, oftentimes the systemic insecticide is the only thing that they'll use it is on scale.
Welcome to my my toolkit
Oh,
shelf.
look at this.
So you know how like Batman has his like arsenal of weaponry?
Right. Here they are.
I do too. So my go-to for systemic is from Bonide right here.
Right, okay, cool.
This helps me out a lot, especially.
So it's a powder form.
It's like little granules.
Granules,
and
okay.
You feed it to the plant, and every time you water it, it drinks up the juices and becomes toxic
Interesting.
to the pest. So
Okay,
this is
perfect.
one mode.
Okay.
But another mode that I've been really into is something a little bit more natural.
Ooh, bioinsecticide.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, by Arbor.
Yep.
Okay.
So I used to have my doubts on this. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But there was one time I'm like, you know what?
Is it like a pyrethrin or what is it?
It's like a bacteria chain.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, heat killed Boccolidarius, the subspecies strain A396. And spent fermentation media. Okay, crazy. Wow.
And I tried it on some mealy bugs.
I mean, it's really used. There's not much in there.
Well, you know, like now that I think now that we're kind of like moving away from more chemically based insecticides,
Right.
we have to do something a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. So I tried it on some mealy bugs, and in the first few days, I was like, oh, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But then after a week, I'm like, oh, where'd they go?
Oh,
They're
really?
gone.
Okay, so that's good. Good tips. Okay, because everybody always has them, you know. I led 6 years blissfully unaware of indoor houseplant pests, and then after the 6-year mark, it was like, where did they all come from?
They just find their way in.
Yeah.
The beauty of New York City.
Yeah.
They always find a way.
That's great. Well, thanks. That's perfect little tips for folks.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to show us? Maybe some of your outdoor plants?
Let's go outside.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's do that. So we were just saying, these are not close to the sidewalk, so somebody would have the audacity to jump over the fence.
To take the plants. I think the most startling plant that was jacked was my 5-foot alocasia.
What?
Yes. There was, I
You
had
need to have cameras.
I do have a camera inside, yeah.
okay.
So now I watch. And zip tie.
And you need a big dog.
Don't give me an excuse for a pet. It was like a 5-foot alocasia.
Yeah.
This was a alocasia dark star.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, maybe there's people who know.
do you think it's a collector that's doing
Yeah,
it?
maybe.
It could be.
This is now he's got to really worry because this is going to go out on the web.
Oh. Well, good luck. I'm watching now. But I zip tied the alocasia to the fence.
Okay.
And then in the dead of night, I woke up and someone cut the zip tie open and I saw a trail of soil on the sidewalk.
Did you follow it?
It led to probably a parked car.
Oh no.
So I think someone just jacked it, put it in their car and drove off.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. But you reached a level of plant obsession
I
when
guess.
people are, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
totally.
they want the plant.
Totally.
They want the plant.
Yeah. But this is great. So you're just growing them in giant, containers that you put your clothes in the winter.
So the front situation is an interesting situation.
Right.
I got my third floor neighbors into plants.
Okay.
So they had a few plants, but once they saw my collection, they're like, oh my God, these are great. And he actually caught me on a really, really funny day. This was I think about a year ago. I was cleaning up outside. I'm like, you know what? This plant, I don't even like it anymore.
Right.
This one, you kind of redoing your space. You're like, this is too big for me now. And he was like, can I take that plant? Can I take that plant? And I was in a frustrated mode. I'm like, yeah here, take it. Take this one. Take that one. And so some of these plants that we see used to be my former plants.
Interesting.
So one former plant is this blue star fern right here.
So beautiful, huh?
Yep. I think you can
It's almost like kale. It feels like kale.
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
thick, Wow.
And then this summer glory philodendron
Yes,
too.
this is a favorite. I love the little pink that comes through on this.
And what's funny about this setup right here is that during the wintertime, he was discussing how to make this. And I'm like, actually, you can. They come from a very, very similar environment. You can probably put them all together.
Yeah.
So I kind of advised him how to lay the substrate.
Yeah, look at all the cuttings. You have the avovada
Yep,
right here, some new leaves, and the pilea, and this is great. A little English ivy. I mean, a cryptantha right here in the base.
So it's kind of funny seeing kind of my former plants get Frankensteined together.
And so some of this was formerly yours, and then is this also formerly yours, or just
Some of them were doctoring cases. So he had a monstera that was struggling. And so I was like, you know what? If you want those big gargantuan leaves, you have to really, really nuke with that light and give it ample humidity. So I said, you know what? There's one specific spot of the front yard that gets its ideal light. And I was like, this corner right here.
That's great.
So we planted it up, and I think before the season, this was literally just 3 empty stalks. And now it's a massive fenestrated leaf.
Wow.
So I'm really, really happy
Now, does this
about
get moved into your place or his place?
Into his place.
Okay.
There's a reason why these don't go home with me anymore. It's because they get too big.
Yeah.
So this one's definitely going to his space. I have no idea how he's gonna fit in his apartment because I've been to his apartment, it's pretty small. But I think the glory of getting it this size is really good.
And then maybe he could grow it vertically then after that.
And like moss pull it up.
Yeah.
Another fun one that recovered.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at.
So this is the Anthurium fingers.
Yeah, wow, and it looks like it has lots of fingers.
Yep.
This one is easily can fail and then all of a sudden pop back up again.
So when I had it, it had more fingers than this.
Oh, really?
It was so beautiful.
Wow.
But he got me on that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I don't need this anymore. And so he took care of it during the winter time.
Right.
And then when it came back out, literally just that stump. And I went, what did you do with my fingers?
Yeah.
Why are they gone? And so I took it as my passion project. I was like, just put it outside, I'll take care of it. And so I did, and look what happened.
Wow. Now, have you ever put any of the plants outside that because sometimes I do this, if it gets mealybugs or whatever, I'm like, you go outside.
Yep, and it just
because
cures.
I feel like it gets cured because it has like ladybugs or lacewings out here. Somebody comes in and does their job.
I do the same exact trick.
Okay.
Like, oh, this has, it's outside. Here, let Mother Nature figure it out. And it does work.
Yeah.
It really does. That's a fun technique. Now, this is kind of my sector of the garden now.
Got it.
So I gave him my front section. This is my section.
Nice. I like that you share it. By the way, this is the Parthenostasis quinquefolia. This is the 5 fingers. And it's going to fruit and flower, so it's important bird food.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are some years of the outdoor garden where I did a very, very hard prune on the weeds that grow here naturally. And this year I decided to do something different. I was like, I'm gonna embrace the plants that grow here. And so what I did was that I started putting their stems and their stalks outside of this to create a barrier. So it's kind of my first line of defense.
Right, so people aren't not reaching in.
Exactly.
Yeah, you should probably put some rose bushes that are nice and spiky.
Hell yeah. I always wanted to be Maleficent. Thank you.
Yeah, so you have some Kalanchoe here.
Yes, this is a Kalanchoe silver teaspoons. I got this as a 4-inch from Steve's Leaves.
So this is silver teaspoons and that's copper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because once you have silver, you have to have the copper
Indeed.
one. This one I got first. This one I got a while, maybe like a few years after this one.
Yeah, I love the farina on them. It's just like a really, really close to the leaf, and it just has this nice texture to it.
Yeah, it is really nice.
And then look at the leaves on this. Is this a Tiracoli, Euphorbia? Tiracoli?
Yep.
It's got really robust leaves, you know? Because most of the times we see them have lost with their leaves.
Yep, they're just sticks.
Yeah, Spotted lanternfly.
Did I get it?
You might have.
Oh, yeah.
And here's another Ripsalis.
Yep.
Yep.
This is Swing with a bee.
Bassifera? Yeah, maybe?
Yeah. Burchellii.
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 Okay,
Yes, Burchellii. That one I want to grow into like a super, super like long wig.
Is this a Ceropegia or what is this?
It's a, I know it by the Caparagii, part of the string of hearts family.
Ceropegia.
Yes,
yeah.
This one is the parachute variety, so it's gonna grow those like giant blooms that look like parachutes.
It's got an incredible leaf. I love that leaf. It's very thick.
Yep.
And then what kind of anthurium is this?
This is an Anthurium regale af. I got this during an Equigenaria pop-up down in South Brooklyn. Literally was just one leaf.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we get this baby
Hello.
here. I'm really
Look at that,
excited for
beautiful.
And it's still hardening off.
And then a Billietiae right there.
And look at this. Like, we got some nice leaves. We got some nice, but then this new
Yes.
leaf. Oh my God, that's so cute.
Wow.
It's
That's
a heart.
adorable. That looks so different.
It looks so different.
It's like a spade.
And it's in like ideal conditions too.
Yeah. Really interesting. Looks nothing like the more mature leaf.
No, not at all.
I would keep an eye and see if it puts out any more leaves like that.
That could be cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. This is a fun clown fig.
Is this like a ficus?
This baby.
Ooh, that's beautiful. And it's so shiny. It looks like you've like waxed it.
Yeah, right. It's the rainwater.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Goldie eye?
Yeah, philodendron is put in thaumatophyllum, and then it's back in philodendron. I think goldie eye.
Oh, is it back in philodendron?
I think so. Yeah.
Even though it has that stump.
When I talked to Tom Crowett, he said he's like, I accidentally put my name on that paper. I think they're all still philodendrons, and I was like, okay, so confusing. What? Look at this Schefflera though.
Oh,
this
yes.
cultivated variety of Schefflera. Look how great in Aurea, that color, especially in this like darker corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got this as I think it was Aurea is the
Yeah,
scientific.
maybe the cultivar name.
But I remember the common name that I got this was Schefflera neon.
Nice.
Like, yeah, this one I got as like a small 6-inch plant.
Yep.
And it grew into this. And I think it might be as tall as me after this growing season, which
Look
I'm really
at the
excited for.
coleus.
Coleus.
This is like kind of also underappreciated because it
so
is.
underappreciated.
You know, you could do cuttings of these and keep them in the winter and just pot them up in the spring and summer again. And you could get all sorts of different colorations on the leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the technique that I follow.
Yeah.
Because I remember someone has coleus in their kitchen.
Yeah, I gotta have my coleus in my kitchen. I used to cut it from the community garden because I was like, oh, it's not gonna survive winter, so I might as well just do a little cutting.
Yep. This is my Ripsalis paradoxa.
It's kind of like a small one.
It's
you
a
know?
small one, right? I was hoping for like the thick like chunks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is. It is. Like, look how tiny. It's like a tiny version. Interesting.
And I'm giving you ideal conditions. You just had a hurricane. What a brat.
So good.
But I guess it takes after their father.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one. This is a curly Sue.
Ooh, is this an epiphyllum? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
usually,
crazy. Look at this. Did it bud blast or what is that?
what is that?
I have no idea. It looks like a fruit.
It was a fruit. I
It
remember
looks like a
was
mulberry fruit.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's got a really nice leaf. It feels like cardboard, actually, doesn't it?
This is a fun one.
Wow. What color is the flower? You know?
Neon pink.
Ooh.
Like a Barbie pink.
Ooh.
And then I ate it actually one time because it's related to the dragon fruit family.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, this is gonna be tasty.
So was it tasty?
Worst salad ever. It has a very, very vegetal taste that's like to make it sound good, but it was really bad.
No, okay.
But I did like looking on the insides.
Yeah.
It was very pretty.
That's hilarious.
Oh, this is the Nepenthes that I have out here.
Ooh, it's growing all over the place.
Yeah.
I almost feel it needs to be elevated, you know?
So the thieves can take them.
Yeah, you know. Okay, stuff it in the corner. Look at this.
This is fun, and it's flowering
It's
too.
loving being outdoors.
Yeah.
So when do you start taking your plants in typically? October? September?
It depends on the temperature.
Yeah.
Usually, on average, it's around late October. Like I
Okay.
push the boundary a little bit, but
Yeah.
once it's a consistent 47 degrees,
yeah.
that's when I bring it in.
Got it.
Yeah. So I always look at just the temperature check first before I start bringing things in.
And is this a hybrid as well, or what is this one?
This one is a bit of a mystery. I actually got this plant from a friend who was struggling with it.
Oh, interesting.
When it was originally here, it was literally just one tiny little stalk on a little wooden pole.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never gotten this thing to produce a pitcher. It looks really unhappy. He knew that I had a touch with carnivorous plants. So I said, you know what, I'll take it. And so it grew into this.
Well, you did it well.
I think this might be the Atlas variety.
Okay.
But
Well, any Nepenthes growers out there who might want to take a guess, let us know.
this is the problem with Nepenthes when they're longer.
Well, that and Hoya.
Oh yeah, they like latch onto everything.
Is this a spathiphyllum that has like a really chunky leaf?
Bat flower.
Oh, a bat flower.
Yeah.
Oh, black or white?
Black.
Wow.
It bloomed during the winter inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So then after the blooming cycle, it sent off maybe one bloom here.
Wow.
And then it died off.
This is kind of like, you know, a bedding plant that you would find in like Singapore, you know?
Yeah. So I'm excited for these blooms because with these leaves, I'm expecting like a really, really large bloom, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, it hasn't bloomed. It's going to bloom soon out here, and I'm really, really excited for it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is this an ant plant? No, what is this?
Oh, this is a ficus.
Oh, cool. What kind?
A willow leaf?
Well, it does look like a willow, that's for sure.
What was the scientific name of it?
Is it like, well, if it's willow leaf, is it like something salix something or salix?
Something.
No, maybe not.
I'm like
I don't know.
recounting like my brain.
I'm just guessing. Salix folia, like a willow leaf.
Probably is.
Maybe not.
When it's like always like the same thing over and over again.
I would like it to be that way because then it would make sense, with the common name. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your verdure with us, both inside and out.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
It's an honor
plants
to.
And superheroes. That's like the favorites of Richard. I want to see you in that outfit.
Oh my gosh.
Will you put it on?
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay, perfect. We're planning our next group botanical tours to Costa Rica, Japan, and Thailand in 2026 and beyond. So sign up for updates on our newsletter and on our website at homesteadbrooklyn.com. Just click on the Learn tab and head over to Botanical Tours or check out our description below. And don't forget, we also have online houseplant courses like Houseplant Basics to the Houseplant Masterclass. All can be found at homesteadbrooklyn.com and houseplantmasterclass.com. See you in the next video.